Hi guys, Artiar here. So for today's video, we're taking a look at Falsetto Fantasy DarkStarLord. We have a new meta team. Okay, it's not really a meta team because the high score still can't break the highest score currently we have, which is the R6 Moriyama. So if you are a Falsetto Fantasy enjoyer, if you look at the leaderboard, you probably already noticed that every single team you will see R6 Moriyama in the meta of the DarkStarLord, right? And if you are a player like me who doesn't invested in Moriyama, because I invested more on Unas and Shenpin, if you watch my Falsetto Fantasy video, you do notice that I enjoy Unas and Shenpin more, but I did not went for Moriyama R6, so I cannot compete in DarkStarLord in terms of high score wise, because every single team that is currently in the high score is actually R6 Moriyama, because the R6 value in Moriyama is so busted and he is able to conquer in PvP content and also in PvE. Then a lot of players will actually invest in Moriyama. But if you don't have R6 Moriyama and you are still want to compete in DarkStarLord, then probably this team will actually give you a better choice. Okay, so this team here, so 410 million is actually the current high score in this team. I did not fully blitz out a lot, but 410 you can already rank like top 10 with that team here. Okay, so I'm breaking down the team here, how it actually works, and special thanks to Agni. He's the one that run this team on my account to actually figure out the team comp. Okay, so we'll take a look here. So first thing, you don't have a R6 Moriyama, but you invested on Unas like me, then you can play this team. Because this team here, it requires R6 Unas to actually work. But if you don't have R6 Unas, probably you can check out and see. Who knows, it will actually help you break your high score as well if you don't have R6 Moriyama. Okay, so we have Unas here to provide the speed leader buff and also a lot of AP push and a lot of and also providing defend down and also seer from the S3 here. So we have 2 debuff to the boss. Then Yunchuan here also plays a very important role. Yunchuan here is to apply the speed down to the boss and also miss rate up to the boss, and also the third eye seal, and also for the seer if Unas actually missed it. So Yunchuan here plays a very important role to slightly boost up the DPS and then also to inflict the debuff, because DarkStarLord phase 1 you want to apply a certain amount of debuff to let the team 2 and team 3 does more damage. Then we have Ryota here. Your dividend have to be at least D1 to D3. If you can make it to D3, the team here will be a lot more better and consistent. But currently I'm out of the summon, so I can only go for D2. And then the skill up here, your S3 have to be max for the cooldown reduction. The S1 here, if you can, try to hope that the ability mode won't land to the S1, because S1 here doesn't bring too much of a value. And it's going for Astro Set to get the bonus turn and also speed. Then for Tetsuya, it's your main DPS Esper here, so it's going for max speed and then going for Calamity Set and also Crit Set. So you want Tetsuya to actually do a lot of damage to the boss, and also Calamity Set to max out the damage output. So this is Tetsuya. And then for Meta Ira here, if you don't have R4, it will also work, just that R4 give you additional S1, so it makes the team a lot more smoother. So Meta Ira here doesn't have to be level 70, it's as a supporter, so only level 60 will do. And then going for Relief Set and Avatara Set. So this is the S1. Then the Team 2 and Team 3 here, Team 2 and Team 3 here, just based on what you previously used, then you just use it. Cause if we compare, right, this is my previous DarkStarLord team, okay? So if we apply it here, and my previous DarkStarLord team here is using the Elif and then the Yuhime, keep on swapping Infinity Loop combo, and I'm on practice mode, and then the high score I'm actually able to get is not really that high. Like you can see, my best score here is 371 million, but it actually takes a lot of refreshes. But if you look at this team here, okay, but now with this team here currently in practice mode, if I blitz the practice, I actually can hit around the same amount of score, or probably when you have enough lucky you can get until 400 million, which is 30 million improvement in a team. Okay, so sometimes you get like 300 million, then if I retry, sometimes I am able to get 400 million. So let me keep retrying until I get one, because it's a little bit RNG due to the Yunchuan have to land the speed down. And Yunchuan speed down is not always that consistent to land, and you only can land the speed down through the S3. So once the S3 miss, then the turn will be a little bit more difficult to actually do it. Okay, so let me keep refreshing. Okay, so I done a few retry and then this is the closest one I can get for now. Cause if you want to hit 400 million above, sometimes it's about luck, right? But since now this high score has already beaten my previous high score, then I might as well use this as a reference. So if we take a look at the damage output here, Tetsuya is actually dealing the most damage, and then Yunchuan here does a little bit of the damage. Then Team 2 here, Elif as usual is going to do the most damage, and then the Team 3 here, Slon is doing the most damage in this team. So it's a little bit RNG, depends on your Team 1 here, how many debuff you land, and then how many stack the boss can get. Then Team 2 here, how many Elif and also the Seek can damage to the boss. Then Team 3 here depends on the Tolan debuff on the boss, how can Chuyao extend the debuff on the boss, how Shenpin assists. If Shenpin assists more into Slon, then Slon can do more damage. So everything is about RNG, so this is the closest one I can get for now. But now let's take a look at the replay, how the team actually works. So at the start of the combat, Unas will instantly AB push the whole team and also land the debuff. Okay, now let's take a look. I hope they actually release new boss though. Okay, so buff up the team. Ryota here will buff up the team. Tetsuya will instantly get a bonus turn, S3 to the boss and get 600k damage. Then Unas here will AP push the whole team and also apply Seer to the boss. Meta Ira here will AP push the whole team, and then Yunchuan here have to land the speed down and also the third eye seal. Then you want the damage to keep focusing on the boss. Then Tetsuya will keep on assisting with the S1 here. The S1 doesn't do a lot of damage, but the most damage output is actually from Tetsuya when Tetsuya casts the S3. That's where the most consistent damage comes in, because Tetsuya, every time Tetsuya casts an S3, is a very consistent 600k to 800k, depends on how many debuff, and the more debuff you land to the boss, the more damage you can do to the boss as well. So now this 5 debuff here is the maximum debuff we can get in this team, and this is where we abuse the feature or probably the bug in this game, which is when DarkStarLord only have 5 debuff, then DarkStarLord can only get 1 stack of the damage reduction stack. So DarkStarLord here himself will give him the Shadow Embrace to reduce the damage taken. So if you can consistent to only land 5 debuff, then the boss will only get 1 stack when the boss takes the action. So Tetsuya, oh, look at the damage, the Tetsuya here, 2.4 million when you have the max debuff and also the buff on Tetsuya as well. Okay, and then because we have Ryota here that is R6, it will always give Tetsuya have a 60% chance to reset his own S3, so we can always cast more S3. Another 2.4 million, and because we already have max debuff on the boss, apply speed down, apply seal, everything, and then Yunchuan here will keep on assisting and do damage to the boss. And why the other Esper here can only do so little damage, for example Yunchuan assist of the dog can only do 15k, while Tetsuya here can do so high damage, all thanks to the Tetsuya's passive, which is ignores defense and then ignore 100% of the defense and then ignore 25% of the damage mitigation. So with this case, Tetsuya can actually abuse his damage mitigation ignore to make a lot of damage against the boss. So you can see now Tetsuya can actually very consistently deals 2.4 million damage to the boss, even if when the boss is already at the defensive mode, because the phase 1 is defensive mode. Okay, so now we only have 4 debuffs, so we are lacking of 1 debuff here, so we need them to actually try to land, which is the Yunchuan speed down here from the S3. So if Yunchuan doesn't land the speed down to the boss here, then the boss will able to get higher stack. Okay, so now we will just keep abusing the Una's AP push and also the extra turn everything here to make Yunchuan to actually take his turn faster, and then to spam the S3. We need Yunchuan to land the S3, the speed down, to accumulate a total of 5 debuff here. Okay, Tetsuya casts another S3, do another 2.4 million. So now the boss take the action, and because we did not land the Yunchuan speed down, the boss able to get 3 stack of the buff instead of 1 stack. So this is also the RNG part. You need the only way to let the boss to get 5 debuff is from the Yunchuan S3. But even though you can't land the speed down debuff, Tetsuya actually does a massive damage to the boss to around like 73 million to 74 million from the team 1. because usually you can only do very low damage to the boss here due to the boss in a defensive state actually is very tanky. Okay, so this is the team currently, and let me go through with the Esper and also what are the minimum requirement for you to run this team. If you actually want to run this team but you don't have a R6 Moriyama, then probably this is the second meta team to actually run for. Okay, so Unas here, release set and Avatara. So if you can, R6 is actually the best in slot, but if you don't have R6, you can still try Unas if it actually help you beat your current high score. The Yun Chuan here, minimum requirement is the R2, and then your S3 here have to pray he actually land the speed down to the boss. Is going for Astro set and Avatara for additional bonus turn, and also Avatara when the boss do damage to you can counter attack to do a little bit more extra damage. Then for Ryota here, build him very fast with Astro set will do. Then Tetsuya here, build him with Calamity set with the best DPS you can actually go for. Divinity is not even max yet. If you can go even higher, it will do even higher score. Just focus on damage. You don't even need to care about the speed because Unas will help you AB push and also providing you speed for the whole team. And then Ryota can also give him bonus turn. Meta Ira here, if you don't have R4, is also fine, but R4 here gives you the maximum output for the additional S1 to push your team. Then going for Relief set and Avatara set to keep making Meta Ira to keep proc S1 to AP push yourself to keep taking turn. You want Meta Ira to steal the turns from the boss, to not let the boss keep taking turn to buff up himself. Then for the team 2 here, Elif as usual, your main DPS output going for Thunder set and Brawler set. Just make Elif keep on assisting and do the maximum damage output will do. Then for the Sig here, doesn't have to be going this high. Sig here, if you want to use Sig, go for R2. If you don't have Sig, you can run with Mateo. So if you don't have Sig here, you can take down Sig. Put anything that is a sub DPS here will work. Okay, just that since my Sig is already level 70, then putting Sig here will have a better job in terms of DPS. Then Yujing here only needs the R2 and also the D3. Okay, R2, D3, you don't have to go high reso, and then going for relief set and also Avatara set. Then for Lu Shang here, Astro set and Avatara set, just build fast. Doesn't have to go R6, even R0 Lu Shang will work, and Divinate here doesn't matter as well. If you can, no Divinate is even better. Then for Feng Chun here, you just go for R2, Divinate as high as possible for additional DPS, and then going for Harmony set and Brawler set to make him a little bit more DPS from the crit damage ring, and then just focus on speed. Then for Slon here, build as high DPS as possible. Minimum requirement is going to be R2 for the Slon. You don't have to go until R6, and then the Divinate as high as possible. Then going for Thunder set and Avatara set, just focus on DPS. Then for Chuyao here, R0 works as well, doesn't have to go until R6. Divinate doesn't matter as well, you can take away of the Divinate. Then going for Astro set and Avatara set for the additional bonus turn, and also mainly focus on speed and accuracy to land the debuff. Then for Liam here, doesn't have to go until R6, you can use a Liam even at R0, but R6 here give you additional a little bit more damage from the bonus S1 slash from the S1, but doesn't matter too much. Going for Harmony set and Brawler set, and just make Liam fast enough to have some DPS, so Liam can actually help you as a sub DPS. But if you can't make him into a sub DPS, then focus on speed, just to make Liam keep assisting into Slon and make Slon to keep damage to the boss. Tolan here doesn't need anything, just make Tolan naked without any Divinate, just let him die and abuse the final passage to reduce the defense stats from the boss. Then Champion here doesn't have to go until R6. R0 Champion works, or probably even R2 is even better. R2 is better because you can get rid of the stun, but R0 also works here, but I have R6 Champion because that's where I invested more in my Shimmer record, because I enjoy more in PvE. And then Champion here doesn't have to go D6, you can go for D3. R0 D3 work, R2 is even better, R2 D3. If R6 is more about min-maxing, you don't have to go until that high reso, and then going for Release set and Avatara set. So this is the build that can actually try to compete with the R6 Moriyama team currently in the ranking, but it's not able to outshine the R6 Moriyama team. Okay, so currently from the refresh here, if based on my current refresh, I can only hit like around top 9 or top 10 or top 8, somewhere here, somewhere this range is where the current Ryota and Tetsuya team can go. But it's actually good enough because even though you can't compete with the highest team, which is R6 Moriyama, which is understandable because it's a Shimmer Esper, but you can actually compete in the leaderboard here with the other Esper, because if you look at the like top 10 here, is R6 Moriyama. This one is also R6 Moriyama. So R6 Moriyama, and this one here is also R6 Moriyama. So in terms of potential wise, you can still compete in the team of DarkStarLord even you don't have R6 Moriyama if you have Tetsuya and Ryota, but if you are a R6 Una user. Okay, I'm not sure if your Unas is not R6, will it still able to bypass your previous high score, but I hope this team actually able to give you a reference for you to build your team out to push your DarkStarLord high score if you actually enjoy it. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment down what you guys think about it and what bosses you want me to test them, because I really think both of them have very high potential in a lot of different content, because they are also very strong in PvP, and now PvE we are trying DarkStarLord. Probably we can try in Proboter and also Sonica, but I don't think they're going to be that good compared with other DPS here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Sky Elk, Trekcan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Choni, Antonio Winterspoon, Rocco Stendions, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks to the Super Tanks MVP, HMZ Rings, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.